Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, just like Mariah Carey on your radio, we are back for another installment of Next Play Sports. You got your boy Sid, you got your boy Nolan, you got your boy Timo. Sit back, relax, grab a drink and a snack, because here we go.
Facts.
This is
that time of the year.
She makes somewhere up north of $70
billion
million on that song every year.
Oh yeah, I mean she just sits around at this point and waits for like her and Michael Bublé. They're just playing tic-tac-toe until December.
I haven't seen anything to deal with my Mariah Carey. You never do for the first 11 months of the year.
No, it's like she's like they're both like
this will start popping up in commercials around October.
They're like the Undertaker. You're only getting them for WrestleMania, but you know they're going to be there.
Facts.
It's NPS Christmas, baby.
I didn't take Timmy for a wrestling guy.
Oh yeah.
Just as
Timmy Top Rope is what they call
it. Timmy Top Rope. Just as a precursor, right? If it ever gets to the point where we throw hands,
some crazy shit's gonna go down for us to be throwing hands with each other.
I want you to know you don't stand a chance.
Sid, so far from the truth.
This guy.
I mean, we saw what Rey Mysterio was able to do to the Big Show, right?
You ain't lying. Like that's how you got.
And you got
like,
you got an even bigger head than he does.
Nobody suspected growing up that wrestling's fake, but we were weekly watching Rey Mysterio versus the Great Khali and Big Show, and would win. And it's like,
this is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. Like,
and breaking news: Rays get Zach Eflin.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Whoop-de-doo.
He's actually solid.
The Rays still can't score runs.
That's nice. But unfortunately, this is basically the dead period for baseball. So there's either not much to talk about.
Well, until the winter meetings are about to happen.
When are they? Yes. Are they like next week? Right?
Winter meetings are this week.
Now is the dead period for baseball, unfortunately.
Yeah, next week we should have some news.
We should. Deals, wheels and deals and signs.
Right now it's just...
I'm still waiting on the big guy to break the market, because once the first chip falls, that's usually when you start seeing stuff happening. But somebody has to set the market.
Yeah.
We will see. Hopefully we don't overpay for 37-year-olds anymore. It's really getting aggravating. But the thing that's, well, I wouldn't say it's most hot, but hot topics are in the NBA right now. Quite a few things going on, man. Luka Doncic is still on a tear. What?
I said a lot of stuff.
What'd I say?
You said a lot of stuff. That's what I was just.
He just said a lot of stuff happening.
Oh, I was like,
what the hell?
What is bro's issue? No, but
the Jazz fell off.
well, we knew that was gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
They were a time bomb, man. It was
like
the city of Boston right now is it's on fire. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Bruins are undefeated at home. The Celtics are undefeated at home.
Yeah, well,
the interest kings are interest kings.
I'm not even talking about baseball. But yeah,
Celtics are good, man.
Celtics are good.
At least the Patriots suck.
Really good.
At least the Patriots suck.
And the Suns are running the West.
They're still a playoff team right now. Are they out? They're out right now.
The Suns got pretty hot. Mm-hmm. But
imagine you go back in the day, like you go back let's go to the early 2000s, like imagine, okay, we're in LeBron just joins the Heat days, and you show them today's Western Conference standings: Suns, Nuggets, Pelicans, Grizzlies, Clippers, Kings, Jazz, Mavericks, or who we would have thought was making the playoffs back then.
No Lakers, no Spurs.
Yeah, no Lakers, no Spurs, no Trailblazers.
No Thunder.
Yeah, no Thunder.
No Clippers.
No, Clippers are in. They're 5.
Oh.
But
can't care about culture.
Either way.
Kings are still...
No, the Kings are 6.
All right.
This is our reality.
The Beam team. No,
I haven't gotten that. Like, what's that about?
They light a beam.
They light a beam that goes straight
through the stadium.
Straight from the top of the stadium every time they win. And then as soon as they started doing that, they started winning games.
Brother the Bean.
And so it's like a picture of a moth. Just
No, but Steph Curry still looks like the best player on the planet. Or at least he's playing like the best player on the planet. Well, overall, I mean in an overall sense, I still believe it's Giannis, but there's nobody.
AD's been better than Giannis this year, but he hasn't done enough to overtake Giannis overall.
He's not overtaking Giannis.
No, I mean I know he's not, but I'm saying that head to head, if you just look at this season,
that's
he's
a weird
outplayed
statement
Giannis.
considering you just yelled at me because Luka's having a better season than him. And you were like, he still looks like the best player on the planet. There's a guy outplaying him.
I don't have to explain to you, Nolan, that 20-odd games
You don't have to be condescending
does
either.
not dethrone.
But you are. So.
I'm not being condescending. I'm saying
That is
20-odd
legitimately-
games does not dethrone the best player in the NBA consensus, who's been the best player in the NBA for at least 4 seasons. Does it? It's like Luka Doncic is having the best season. Does that make him the best player in the NBA overall? This season, he's the best player in the NBA.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about this season. I'm talking about overall.
You said best player on the planet at the moment, and
I did not say at the moment.
that's okay.
Clip it.
Moving on, because this dude can't be wrong. So
Oh my God, that's just my God complex.
I was about to say he has
Shout
a
out
God
Crew.
complex.
Shout out Crew.
Shout out, crew.
But
Refer to me as Sidicus, by the way. It's my new name.
but
Anyway,
going on, we're talking about the NBA.
yeah.
So do we want to get into like teams?
Chetty
Players?
Osman was bleeding yellow the other night.
Huh?
yeah, people said that was apparently they were like, oh, that's brain fluid.
No, spinal fluid
Yeah.
is clear. I saw. a
That's what I'm
video-
saying.
I
It's
saw a
like people were
video on
like,
that
that's
this
brain
morning.
fluid.
Spinal fluid. So the bones, like behind your nose, like the real bones, they connect to like the under part of your brain, and highly traumatic injuries could cause that. But it's like it'd be a slow drip.
Yeah, he was leaking.
Yeah, it was pretty
I don't know
rough.
what that was.
What did he get, an elbow?
Kind of, dude swiped him and he caught him like on the inner part of his forearm, like right across the nose.
Jesus Christ, whose forearms? Dwayne Johnson's?
He was a piston.
Isaiah Stewart back again?
He was a big one. I don't know. Who it was.
Probably Isaiah Stewart then,
It's probably Isaiah Stewart.
or
But
Jalen Duren.
I can't remember what number he was, but yeah.
So
It was likely just like mucus snot mixed with everything.
your
I don't know.
predictions for MVP on the NBA season. We're about a quarter way into the season.
Right now,
Almost.
Luka Doncic is really not.
But I'm saying not you're right now, but I'm saying if you had to
Predict one.
put money who's going to win it,
Oh,
Because you guys got to take winning into account.
who's going to finish the race.
I mean, Steph has the track record to continue this level of play for a full season. Jason Tatum.
But the
gets-
Warriors aren't even like great right now. I mean, I'm sure they'll get it together.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're the Warriors, but like Jason Tatum, normally goes cold. Luka Doncic normally goes cold for a stretch. I mean, I could see the two of them, putting up a fight for it. Joel Embiid once again is just going to be hurt too much.
Giannis is always going to be a candidate as long as the
Yeah.
Bucks are winning games.
Yeah, I mean the Bucks are still top 2 team in the East right now. So
Yeah,
Yeah, my
that's
pick
what I'm
to
saying.
win
Like,
it's who I would give MVP to right now. Jason Tatum.
I'm okay with that. That's
Jason Tatum's been the best player on the best team.
probably.
So
see, that's the other thing is that his team
32
He's on the best team. In the
32,
NBA.
8, 4.5. And that's with sharing the court with Jaylen Brown. And
Because like as good as Steph and Luka have been, they're 500.
They're not playing as efficient as JT is.
yeah, JT's also, it's like JT is 49% from the field, 37 from 3. I would have taken him as a better. He's bridging almost 50, 40, 90. He's not there, but he's
Yeah.
Like just based on how the NBA MVP works, is Jason
yeah. It usually is best player based team.
best.
So
I'm not mad at that.
shout out to the coach for the Celtics. That's been I don't know his name, but that's been filling in for Ime Udoka.
I don't know.
But then again, I could probably coach the Celtics right now.
Facts. Probably. Benedict Mathurin, Rookie of the Year. Confirmed.
You want to talk about that?
Listen. Blowing a 17-point lead.
Welcome to math class, baby.
Blowing a 17-point lead to the Pacers.
To the Pacers of all teams.
Not okay.
Absolutely.
And not in a stretch. I mean, and we're on a good streak here. We bounced back last night. Team looked good last night. But we should easily, like, that's a bad loss. Blowing a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter.
Loss, yeah.
Especially, I don't know. I've watched the video so many times. And I have so many questions just on that possession. Not even to the point that the fact that you blew a 17-point lead in 9 minutes of basketball. Mm-hmm. But, like, AD might as well have been sitting courtside with popcorn.
I mean, that's a collapse like the Ravens had.
Yeah.
It was like a Falcons collapse. The Falcons-Patriots collapse.
Oh, my God, what?
You.
What about me?
The Ravens collapse.
Brother,
the comeback.
21 points in 12 and a half minutes.
You just had to bring.
Oh, was that about Dolphins?
Yes.
I mean, the Ravens have done that 5 times this season.
I'm gonna say they're doing that. They're letting everybody do that to them.
Only one of those.
This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah. No, but
Get your ass in the group chat later.
This is a different twist. We have seen Drake May and Bryce Young turn into Tua.
No. That would never happen. That would never happen. That would never happen, and you never found the receipts.
Yes, it did.
That would never happen, and you never found the receipts.
College quarterbacks.
That would never happen, and you never found the receipts. That would never happen, and you never found the receipts.
We have a
You
whole
never
group
found the
chat.
receipts. You never found the receipts. You never found the receipts. You never found the receipts. I don't want to hear it. No, that one did not happen. I'll die on this hill. That one didn't happen.
It did.
But
that one did not happen.
Everybody says, like, everybody said it.
If everybody but you
That
who was
one did not
there
happen. That one did
says
not
that it
happen.
happened, it
I must have
likely
been
happened.
asleep or blackout drunk, and I don't drink.
Sid. But now we have tied the Miami Dolphins into Lakers Pacers.
Yeah.
Like, this is...
I'll own up for that one. I'm not owning up.
Like,
I'm not owning up to the Drake May Bryce Young debate. I'm not, because that did not happen. It did.
We were talking about college.
Show me the receipts. No, we weren't. Show me the receipts.
They're not saved.
Show me the receipts. Show me the receipts.
They're not saved, and you know how active it
Show me
is?
the
I have 5 or 6 witnesses that can attest.
And they all hate me.
So
You wonder why.
it's like this big villain. He's like, they're out to get me, man. I don't know what's...
I promise you
The world's
it
against
wasn't
me.
said. That never
They just want to
happened.
stop me.
The government is in the house.
That will never happen.
Oh, man.
Who is the Rookie of the Year?
Probably Benedict Mathurin. Got to be right.
Rookie of the Year.
I mean, we knew coming in about this draft class. Oh, it's Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, Paulo.
It's got to be, right?
What is he averaging? I haven't looked at him.
Yeah, Paulo.
Because who
Paulo's
cares, about,
been
who
like
cares
this.
about the Magic, right?
He was tearing it up. I mean, I don't know how he's doing now.
Paulo's been eating.
The 5-17 Magic.
Ooh.
But less. He is averaging 23-7.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
him.
It's not even close.
He's shooting 27% from 3.
I don't care. LeBron shot bad from 3 as well.
Yeah.
Everybody, like...
That's rough, though. And 46 from the field.
He's a 6'10 monster.
He's also on
46%
Orlando.
from the field?
Like, when is Orlando... Like, when do we
46%.
see Orlando actually, like...
46%?
From the field. And 73 at the free throw line.
When do we see Orlando, like, trying to win basketball games?
I don't know. Maybe if they get Wembanyama, I don't know. Like...
I think if the draft happened today, Victor Wembanyama, you're not a Spur, because they had the 2 pick in the mock draft I saw. Because ESPN did a basketball. Here, I got ESPN Plus. Yeah, he's a Piston.
He's a Piston.
He's a Piston. If the mock draft,
That's
if the
another
draft
team.
happened.
That's another team. Like, when the hell are you going to start developing?
No. They're not that far. They're
5-18.
closer than the Magic.
They're 5-18.
They're way closer than the Magic.
They got
are.
Cade Cunningham. They would have Jaden Ivey.
Cade's been really good this season, too.
I like Cade Cunningham a lot, but they got Jaden Ivey. They just
Worst case scenario is if the Rockets or Thunder get him.
no
Yes.
Wembanyama. Oh, you mean for the NBA?
Yes.
I thought you meant like for watching purposes.
No.
I would love him on my Houston Rockets.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Nah, but really, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, who has not been good.
Victor, yeah.
Yeah, not been good.
Jabari Smith's been on.
I kind of called
Like
that.
fantasy.
I did say he was a little overhyped.
You called, were you the one that called him best player?
No.
Okay, he owned up to it.
It was.
I'm talking about him.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it was
okay.
me. It was me.
I think I was on the Paolo train.
No, you were on the Chet train, I think.
I was on the Chet Holmgren train.
Chet, I think
I forgot Chet Holmgren existed for a little bit.
Yeah, the LaFranc. Got him.
It sucks, man.
That's the week. That happened. This happened in 1 week. Cade lost Matt Corral to LaFranc and Chet.
Yeah.
Because Chet was playing pickup against Braun.
Jesus.
Also, it's LeBron's fault. So Cade should blame.
So he's trying to hurt the competition now.
So Cade should blame you.
How much help does he need?
Yeah, it's my fault in the long run.
Timo DM'd him and said, "Hey, man,
No, but I mean,
you got to do
Thunder,
what you got to do."
You know, the injury sucks, but the Thunder may have just fell ass first into
Victy.
one of the best prospects in history.
And they're just going to pair him up with another.
I mean, if this
with a
kid,
30
like, if
point
this
shot
kid just takes his current pace of play and play style and just like
the only question about Victor is health. Like, that's it. It's not his skill level. It's
what
not
do you
his.
mean health? He doesn't have an injury history, and he's
No,
actually
he has.
like-
He was injured last year sometime.
how long?
Like
What was
he had a few. Like he gets nicked up. It's not like ACLs.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's 7 foot tall and he plays.
But I'm saying it's probably like an MB type of thing.
Oh no, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. This kid, this kid's been
that's-
7 foot tall since
that's
he was.
rough.
This kid's been 7 foot tall since he was 15 years old. He's been in these conversations since he was 15.
And I'm just telling you, I think it's going to be like a Joel Embiid thing where he's very dominant when he's going to play, but it's like, when is he going to play?
I mean, I feel like he's more developed than Chet Holmgren.
And also, shout out, since we're talking about
I don't mean like
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
mean like
definitely.
play. I mean like he's more filled out.
Yeah, yeah,
His
yeah.
muscles can probably.
Well, I mean, Chet
Chet's
looks
like
like a
this big,
malnourished child. Yeah. Chet's not a good
That's
comparison.
what happens when you shoot up at 17.
but if
you
we're-
don't have time to catch up.
If we're talking about 7 foot, like do it all type of cats, shout out Bobo,
Yeah.
who's actually been hooping for the Magic.
Yes,
Bobo
is like
ran.
that.
So
What's
he
crazy
walks
is
so at least he could run.
we drafted that dude and then traded him for like nothing. And we drafted him at 44 that year and traded him. To
And
the
he's
Lakers.
like a Victor Wembanyama light.
yeah,
yeah.
without the handle.
With Chet Holmgren's body size.
But like, hopefully, while Chet's sitting on the couch, he's on the NBA diet plan.
Oh yeah, he's eating up. I need him to put on 30 pounds.
like upper body. Well, what did he weigh? 205.
Not enough.
205,
Not definitely not enough.
210. Like him and Poku are both like in like the 2.
Yeah, if they run out Poku, Wembanyama, and Chet.
If Poku gains too much weight, he's not going to be effective. Because he's already not like a freak athlete. It's not like he's got athleticism.
Yeah, he's like if Luka was like 7 foot and had less skill.
Exactly.
A lot less go.
A lot less skill.
Carry.
Yeah, they were talking about that in my apartment. They're like, Luka don't even look like he belongs in the NBA.
He don't
Like, walking
he
around
looks like honestly, if you threw if you threw a baseball jersey on him, you'd think he would play. I mean,
I mean, I'll-
7.
I mean, Luka looks like a professional frat boy.
The hookah, sir.
Kinda. I could see it.
He'd rally at tailgate.
I can see it. Yeah.
But
But at 6'7", he stands out.
oh yeah,
And my God, and pray for the man that brings
His girlfriend.
that brings a little portable basketball goal in the bed of his truck because it is over. He's running the
pray for the
entire.
man who brings his girlfriend to the game.
Yeah, carry.
He's running the entire parking lot dry. Yeah.
Who are these
Try
guys?
your best. Good luck.
Do your pledge. Like,
He got to figure it out, man.
I mean, y'all are very injured.
Yeah, I don't know what is it injuries or is it?
It's mostly injuries, yeah. I mean, like
Yeah,
last
that's a lot.
night, Jason Tatum shot 8 of 12 from 3.
But I've always heard that the Heat culture was next man up. So
It is next man up, and we still
next
scored,
man
we
is
still
not
scored
up.
124 points on the best.
The thing about the Heat is like since
you lost.
Braun left, there hasn't been like like the scoring's always been so spread out.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, and until the playoffs, and then it's Jimmy Butler.
But what was I about to say?
Now, like, Bam's taking his step up, but it's like, are you going to continue to do that when Jimmy comes back? That's my concern.
It's kind of like
if we get this Bam when Jimmy comes back, and Jimmy is still Jimmy.
It's kind of like Laker fans in the short period Bron's out. AD's dropping 30, 20s.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, is he going to play like this when Bron comes back?
No.
Well,
I mean, he's not going to have the ball as much. He's not going to be as aggressive.
that's the only thing.
I think that's what.
That's always been Bam's issue, though.
No, it's not. Before Anthony in LA, yeah, but
No,
before,
I'm talking about Bam. I said Bam.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. But he is living up to his 18 shots a game claim. He said he was going to be. Somebody asked if 15 shots a game was a reasonable baseline for him this season. He was like, I'm closer to 18. So I don't know if that's a Spo thing, a Pat Riley thing, but it needs to continue to happen even when Jimmy comes back. And Hero just needs to stay healthy because he's playing pretty decent right now.
Oh, this is what I wanted to say. Jeannie Buss. So the Lakers have this thing that like halftime or like between quarter. I think it's between the first and second quarter. Guy comes out and gets to shoot a half court shot for $50,000. Back to back nights, Lakers have had dudes hit the shot. so and the news came out last night that they cut Matt Ryan, and somebody was like, Jeannie Buss saw them back to back half court shots get hit and had to make some room on the roster.
Clean house.
It's like open up the wallet.
But on the heels of that, apparently y'all are
Kendrick Nunn and Pat Bev in a first.
I doubt
packaging around.
I mean, what are y'all going to get
what?
with that plus a first?
I mean,
what it can get us.
Buddy Hield.
Where do I sign?
Just Buddy Hield by himself?
I don't know if that's worth a first, though. Not with Pat.
I want to say Buddy Hield. Yeah, I would.
I don't know, man.
I mean, we can give him...
Plus, why would you trade... Well, I mean, I guess he can play wing.
A big trade I see going around is the rumors of DeMar to LA, just because the Bulls aren't that great this year.
Some nasty contract.
He said, side note,
$38 million.
When did Jimmy get hurt?
Like, early in the season?
Okay. Because it's like... Because I guess I was like looking at Bam's like shots per game, and he's averaging like 16, like 15, 16, and then like the last three he's averaging 20. He's got 22, 20, 19.
Who, Bam?
Yeah. Like shots taken.
Is this... I guess I was about to ask. That's about all I got as far as the NBA goes.
I don't have much.
Unless y'all got anything else you want to talk about that's like burning in your heart.
Bane, come back. We need you, brother.
Any other important awards?
NBA injuries.
I'd rather just stick to it. We dabbled in rookie of the year, talk MVP. It's no point in calling coach of the year right now.
I mean, yeah.
It would be the guy, whatever the Celtics coach is right now. I cannot remember his name either.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm good on NBA.
Well, I guess the thing I want to talk about before we just dive head first into the NFL again.
Nebraska.
No. I'm going to talk about that when we get to the NFL. Actually, okay. You know what? That'll flow. This will flow well.
What happened?
This will flow well. The college football playoffs, 2020, are expanding to 12 teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we finally get to see what we. I think it's 2020. Is it
2024?
2024 is when we get our first one.
Yeah.
So Drake May will be gone.
I don't know if it's the year 2024 or the 2024 season.
I assume it's
like
season.
Well, I mean, New Year's Day is like.
Oh, so that would mean it would take place next season.
Like the New Year's Day bowl games would be in 2024.
Oh, so it could be Drake May.
So, I'm not entirely sure if it's the start of the 2024 season or if it's the year 2024 college football playoff. But my thing is would the bowl games still be on New Year's Day if we got to go through 3 rounds of the playoffs, 6, 3, 1?
They probably moved those back. Actually, you probably...
Wait, hold on. 12 teams doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it does.
6 teams on each of the
12 teams. 12 teams, top 4 get a bye.
Oh, top 4? Wow. Oh, top 4 from top 2 on both sides. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So that means 5 would be playing 12.
So how do they split the bracket? Is it like 1, 2?
So one's up 4. Here, 4 down here, 2 and 3 on this side. They each get a bye, right? 5 plays 12. 6
Okay, there it
6
is.
plays
There it
10.
is. Yeah. And then
7 plays 9.
5 plays 9, 7, 8. No. 6, 7.
5 12.
5,
6 11.
6,
7 plays 10, 7 plays 8.
And
I
then,
mean, 8 plays
7 plays
yeah,
10, 8,
10, 8 plays 9.
Yeah, there it is. I don't know why that was so hard.
we got it.
Numbers are tough.
Numbers are tough.
We're good. We got it. I'm down for it, man. I'm happy.
It gets more guys more exposure
Yeah.
nationally.
I mean, because my thing is
the
like
upsets.
you had like the Coastal Carolina team, you had the UCF teams like 3 years in a row.
No, they would have been
You
mollywopped. But like, do they deserve a shot? Yeah, but they would have been mollywopped. But at least this takes out the what if
Did
factor.
Cincinnati make the playoff last year?
Last year with Desmond Ritter,
Yeah.
yeah, and they got clapped.
They only lost by 17 with a pretty horrific offense.
Yeah. It was Desmond Ritter.
It gives teams like that a shot. It gives teams like that, like, oh hey, you went
it
undefeated, even
removed-
though you played in the AAC,
the Sun Belt.
Yeah, you went undefeated. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I like it.
It removes the what if.
I didn't want 12 teams. That's a little.
I think 8
wild.
would have been fine.
8 would have been perfect, personally.
Yeah, 12 teams.
12 is buck wild.
Brother, the ratings.
And I think it's going to even out college football. Also, Deion Sanders. Apparently, his decision has come down to Cincinnati, USF, or... Oh, my God, what's the other one? Cincinnati, USF.
Cincinnati will be, if he goes to Cincinnati, I want to let you know, Cincinnati, well, never mind, they're going to because they're moving conferences, dang it.
Mm-hmm. They're going to the...
The Big 12?
Something like that.
Big 12. It's either Big 12 or Pac 12. I think it's Big 12. It can't be Pac.
Pac-12
Pac's
is-
West Coast.
Yeah,
So it's Big 12.
has to be. Yeah, because it's up there near... Yeah, so they're going to be... Or is it the Big 10?
No, not the Big 10. Big 10's at Ohio State.
In Michigan, and Ohio's right there.
Yeah, but I promise you it's the Big 12.
I mean,
You wouldn't jump from the American to the Big 10.
why not? No, he's not.
You're jumping from the American to the Big 12. Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Other news. We're not. At least I'm not saying what's going on, but
It's the Big 12.
it's the Big 12. Facts. Florida State, not Florida State. Florida's backup quarterback.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Isn't that's
That was
pretty-
terrible.
Deep in it.
So
His dad was apparently an NFL player, too.
yeah, he's also a high school coach.
That's sickening, man.
Jalen Kitna, for anybody curious, because I'm not speaking.
Yeah, do your
about
own.
that.
Yeah, we're not going
Research.
to talk about that.
Because that's yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, here's what this flows into.
Okay.
Matthew Rhule.
Is his first name Matthew?
Matthew.
Yeah, it's Matthew.
Oh God, he's about to spout out his middle name.
Matthew Christopher Rhule.
Christopher.
But anyways, so okay, Matt Rhule, you went first of all. Matt Rule's contract negotiation skills needs to be taught at classes in Harvard
Facts.
because this man apparently David Tepper went to his house in Texas, wouldn't leave without a contract. Whatever, you got your guy Tepper, missed big time. So Matt Rhule gets fired. He's owed $34 million still, and
800 G's a month, baby. 2 years.
And now he sits down and he's also going to be collecting college football money. Which the great thing about college football as a head coach, and why a lot of NFL coaches would rather coach in college, is the perks that come with being a college head coach. Not always the dollar sign, but the perks that come with it. Like when coach from Oklahoma that went to USC,
Lincoln Riley.
whenever he went, they bought his house in California along with the contract. They paid for his house. And you're also you're the GM of your team and you're given this amount of money to spend and build your roster just how you want to do it, except you're using high school kids.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's the perk of college versus the NFL and why you'll see NFL guys go to college. But Matt Rhule, you're a Nebraska Cornhusker. Great for you. So lately, they've had this man, Matt Rhule, on a talk show.
Are you looking for the clip?
I got the clip right here.
No.
We're just going to share what Matthew had to say about his time as a Carolina Panther.
One thing you learned from your 2.5 years in the NFL as a head coach, and in the same vein, if you could do it all over again, what would be the one thing you would change looking back on it, as obviously it didn't work out with Super Bowl victories or anything like that?
I think I probably would just probably taking another job. I mean, it's a great place, the wonderful people, but I just don't know if I was a fit there. At the end of the day, we talked about, hey, we're going to have a 4-year plan, a 5-year plan. If you tell me, hey, we got a 2-year plan, then I'm going to go sign a bunch of free agents and do it. So, what was a 4-year plan became a 2-year and 5-game plan real quick. And
interesting.
It's not about, hey, and I'm not angry about it. At the end of the day, I understand. But if it's going to be that quick, then we're going to sign some more free agents. We're going to go make the blockbuster trade. We're going to do those things. I think the trajectory that we were on was correct. It was to have a team that next year could maybe make a big trade, that could, and I think you see the signs of it right now. When they play well on offense, they win. There's a good defense there. And I give Steve all the credit. I give the coaches all the credit, but I'm part of that building process. Yeah. So had that just stayed for maybe through this year and maybe made the big free agent signing this year to get them over the top, I think that the Panthers could win the NFC South for years to come. And
they still might win it.
Anyways, so that's what Matthew had to say. He said that if I was given another shot at the NFL, or if I had to go back and change anything, I just wouldn't accept Carolina's job. Now, Matt Rhule's between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers whenever he took his job from Carolina. But anyways, so you said that you would have you just didn't fit you just weren't a match here. But you talk about a 4-year plan that you had that got cut short at 2.
2 years, 5 games.
2 years, 5 games.
Yeah. Why are we waiting 4 years? Yeah. You sat down with Tepper and y'all agreed on 4 years? Like, hey man, it's gonna be a rough go here for 4 years.
Well, I mean, let's look at the trajectory of that.
They took so the first draft,
a year and a half from now. So after this draft, so just go ahead and forget about Bryce Young, forget about C.J. Stroud. You're looking ahead. So it's Quinn Ewers, Malachi Nelson.
Well, no.
Not Malachi Nelson. Quinn Ewers, Caleb Williams, Drake May.
That's including this class. Well, not them, but I'm saying like his 4-year plan fits this draft too. This would have been year 3. He's saying you'd have made the blockbuster trade, which I don't know who he's talking about there.
Oh, but he might have been talking about Lamar.
He also
I don't think he was thinking about anybody specific. I think he was.
He was just saying you make a big move, but he's also in that same interview went on to say like, yeah, we like if I'd have known that we were doing 4 or 2 years instead of 4, we probably re-signed Hassan Reddick and Stephon Gilmore. Why? I'm not understanding why your plan had to include losing Gilmore. I can understand. You have young corners. Hassan Reddick was still young.
27 now.
He's a top 20 edge. Mm-hmm. And
you're like,
you could add him and Brian Burns, and that's nipped in the bud. YGM's a rotational guy. Marquise Haynes is a rotational guy. You're set at edge.
And now he's on the 10-1 Eagles.
Yeah, and now that's your second biggest need.
Yep.
So, like, was his plan Will Anderson this draft or something?
Potentially.
But, anyways, and then he talks about...
But then you also expected Baker to be better than what he has been.
I understand that. But he talks about how he gives credit. He says that the drafting... And then he throws David Tepper under the bus with that. And the drafting, he said he left the drafting all up. He left it up to Scott Fritter, the GM.
Mm.
That's who he puts the drafts on. Which I think we've had solid drafts. They haven't been blow you out the park good. They've been solid. But there are picks that Matt Rhule makes. Like Matt Rhule's wife drafted Chuba Hubbard. Do we forget that? Do we forget him going into the war room and him saying, "My wife said," verbatim, "if Chuba's on the board, you got to take him." And like because she knew that he was on Chuba as well. Like that stuff he's apparently talking about in bed at night beside his wife. God bless her, by the way. Don't know her name. Imagine you're laying bedside. You know, the plan.
Well, you know, honey.
The plan.
I don't know what running back to take.
There's this Chuba Hubbard cat, and there's the football.
That's way too. That's way too cohesive for Matt Rhule.
No, I'm like the quote about him saying the harder the coach, the harder whatever it was where he said it's harder for us to coach at the Senior Bowl. Oh my God. That's all time.
The more we have to coach. Like.
My all-time favorite quote from a Panthers player that was a Matt Rhule guy was Michael Jordan, our left guard, saying "sacks happen" as a left guard. But sacks happen.
Like, sometimes you just can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that'd be like Baker came out. He's like, "Hey, interceptions, part of football."
Yeah, I get paid to try my best.
Yeah,
that's basically what you're saying. I get paid to try my best.
Yeah, but Chuba Hubbard. Okay, how about we got a video of you on calling the long snapper Tommy Fletcher in the 6th round, Matt? You called him and said, "I told you I was going to get you." How you feel about coming to like you're on video on this, pal? Like it's not all Scotty too hotty. I wish it was. I wish it was all Scott. And not to mention you pounded the desk for Sam Darnold. We wanted to move up and take Justin Herbert, and you were the one against it.
The thing is, how would you have done that?
Y'all would have ruined Herbert.
So you had Burrow went 1 to Cincy. Chase Young went 2 to Washington.
We would have traded with Houston.
Detroit.
We would have gotten in front of y'all.
Yeah.
What did Houston take?
Houston took.
It was Detroit. Detroit took Okuda.
No, yeah, 3.
Yeah, then Houston took. I can't remember who it was they took, but we looked at it. Remember, and y'all could have still done something else. Y'all could have still got Tua. They would have had to take something else. But it was Houston's pick. We would have had to move up 4 spots for, which wouldn't have been that hard. It wouldn't have been that hard.
So you looking up?
Giants took Andrew Thomas.
Giants took Andrew Thomas, not Houston. They could have still gotten Andrew Thomas.
They could have got Andrew Thomas at 7. They could have got Andrew Thomas at 7.
That's what it would have been.
So then the Chargers would have traded back.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yeah. Because it came out that, like, Herbert was the target guy the whole time. Like, there was no Tua, there was no Burrow.
Hold on. Do y'all pay attention to the Kelsey Brothers podcast? High Rise or whatever?
New Heights, something Heights.
Yeah, New Heights. Bro, Patrick Mahomes today was talking about
Man, Nagy.
was talking about his draft process with Travis and Jason. And so Pat was like, so my first meeting with Andy Reid was the top 30 visit. And they give us all a playbook, right? And he's like, and he just picks random plays from the playbook and asks us questions. He said Matt Nagy, who at the time was with the Chiefs, really wanted Patrick Mahomes. And so Matt Nagy gave Patrick Mahomes the plays they were going to rehearse in the top 30 visit. So he's in this room for 5 hours, knocking them down. Left, right, getting every one of them right. Every single one of them. They're like, this kid is fucking it.
Yeah.
Right. And then...
So Matt Nagy met with him before he met with Andy Reid and the Chiefs?
Like the day before.
Well,
he got him to play
they were in contact through the draft process.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, man.
He was like...
I really feel like you're it. These are the players we're going over tomorrow. Study and ace it.
Yeah.
Right? But he's sitting in a room with all top 30 prospects, and they're going over playbooks, and he's like, this, that, right? So he goes through all his other draft meetings, and he was like, and you're going to like this. He was like, yeah, man, I'm talking to everybody. This is to Andy Reid. It's like the Chiefs brass. He was like, yeah, man, I know y'all said y'all are taking me or whatever. He was like, but I'm not getting past New Orleans at 12. Yeah, he told that he was like, yeah, I don't. He's
So
like,
the Saints were going to take him.
Probably.
So the Saints probably like, we're all in on you type stuff.
yeah, he was like, look, man, I'm hearing, if y'all want me,
You got to go up and get me.
I mean, they didn't.
Oh, they had 11.
They had 10.
Oh, 10.
They had 10. He was like, I'm not falling past 12. So if y'all want me, I'm hearing a lot that they're gonna take me. I'm not falling past 12.
Yeah.
Which New Orleans had 12.
Praise God.
Yeah, for you, that would be hell. Imagine him in New Orleans right now with that defense.
Running the Sean Payton offense.
They would be they'd be back to back Super Bowl champions.
Running the Sean Payton offense.
I mean, I feel like the Andy Reid offense is better than the Sean Payton offense.
What? Yeah, but the QB can't fail in Sean Payton's offense.
But that team is also not as
Jameis Winston
good.
looked like an MVP in Sean Payton's offense.
Yeah, true. That is true. But yeah, that would have been insane. That would have been crazy. But yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy.
That's wild.
He was like, here you go, parenting.
Yeah.
Shout out
in my
Matt
six,
Nagy of all
in my
the
six,
Saints.
What's
Nagy.
crazy is Matt
In my
Nagy
six Nagy.
became the
Bears head
coach of the Chicago Bears in like 2018. So it was like, and he might have been within the 2017 season, which Patrick Mahomes didn't even play.
Yeah,
But that's insane that
Mahomes
he
said
can
was the
evaluate
OC.
Patrick Mahomes.
He
'Cause
said
Patrick
the OC.
Mahomes was not quarterback one coming into that draft. Not at face value.
Steve Wilkes. I think Steve Wilkes in Arizona, whenever he was in it. So just the thing about Steve Wilkes, he was fed. They nagged him from Carolina's team when he was a linebacker coach, and gave him the head coaching job. And basically, they set him up kind of like Lovie Smith got set up. Here's a sorry team.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, and he was like pounding the table for Josh Allen, and they like passed on him.
Tough scene. But yeah, man.
So I hope he starts pounding the table for somebody this season.
But it's weird.
And by the way, he's done enough. Steve Wilkes has done enough. He deserves at least a year shot in Carolina. Because one,
I've been speaking to Panther fans, or at least one at work, and he thinks Steve Wilkes is not that good. Like from an overall standpoint.
well, the only thing about Steve Wilkes is the only offensive-minded person around him right now is Ben McAdoo. Like, he doesn't know offense, has never claimed to know offense. The last time he played offense, he was in high school.
Benny McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Wilkes, I love
Benny D's.
He at least, you can tell he has respect from the guys. You hear his speeches. This Sean Chandler, I don't know. I can't remember. His last name's Chandler. I can't remember. He's the DC right now. I wouldn't hate if he was our DC whenever that line rolls around for jobs. Because right now, he was like a low name on the totem pole, but Phil Snow got fired with Matt Rhule by Steve Wilkes. But I expect Tepper. I don't think the Panthers would want to keep McAdoo around. Can't see it happening. I don't know what offensive minds you're gonna put around him.
Yeah.
The only person I think, now this is a long shot, is if he would want to even come back to the NFL. Harbaugh at Michigan.
I doubt it.
I couldn't see him wanting to leave Michigan right now. But if he wanted to come back to the NFL, I would open the door.
Yeah. I doubt he leaves though.
It would, and the thing is, he would also have to want to come to Carolina.
But even then, he's also been so removed from the NFL.
Oh yeah, and he's loved at Michigan.
Yeah. My thing is even the West Coast style of offense he ran in San Francisco, even that is kind of faded now.
Oh yeah.
Like the West Coast style of offense kind of came and went, but it didn't. I wouldn't say it disappeared completely. It just kind of evolved into this RPO system.
And we run the third most RPO in the league in Carolina. That's what Ben McAdoo lives on. Lives and breathes.
I assume we are first. The Dolphins are 1st It's like every
Dolphins,
RPO.
Dolphins, Chiefs, maybe then us. But
I know the Bears run it a good bit, from what I can tell.
I'd run it with Justin Fields
hope
too.
so.
Yeah, Justin Fields says I am the run and pass option.
Yeah.
I am the option.
Um.
Called RPM.
But we can roll into this past week NFL with all this being said.
Alrighty, week 12. So, boys,
We actually, this is the first time we've all had
The
the same record.
trifecta. So we all went
Yes.
10-6. I mean, do we want
No.
to
No.
put that on the
No.
airways?
No.
Oh, you can't. She won't listen.
Kratos doesn't get this.
I mean,
out of
I don't care about her hearing it. I care
Oh, you
about
just care about the people?
everybody else hearing it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna get into it. So,
We'll take our licks.
for reference, me, Nolan, and Timo all went 10-6 this week, right?
Which isn't bad.
That's not. That's a good
So-
week. That's a good week.
As we kind of do, we call in Lauren's picks, Timo's girlfriend. She goes 11-5. All right, one game over us already. And for reference, she doesn't watch football.
No, she goes based off of who she thinks sounds better.
Exactly. And let's just hear some of her layups she missed. She missed Buffalo at Detroit.
But that
She
game, that game
missed
wasn't really a layup when you, in hindsight.
Houston at Miami.
The biggest layup. Dolphins at 30 when you blinked.
And she missed.
I remember saying before the game, it was like, don't lose to the Texans.
What's the other one? Oh, and she missed the Rams at Chiefs. So for those of you that can math,
She believed in Bryce Perkins.
for those of you that can math, 5 losses minus 3 layups is 2. That means if she had just any inclination to the NFL world, she would have went 14-2. I'm almost certain that one of our best records this year,
It's not 14.
it's like
I think 12 would probably be.
12-2.
No, it's like 10-6. 10-6 is the best.
It's like 12-2.
Who went 12-2?
I think there's 1 week.
Was that your catch-up? That one catch-up week for you, Timo?
I think it was.
Or like somebody went like.
I think we've got it backwards, brother. I went 2-12.
Oh yeah. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I kind of wanted to. I was gonna say you came a long way.
10-4. 10-3.
Oh, by the way,
That's what it was.
I just sent this to y'all on the group chat, but the Red Sox finished second place for Zach Eflin. Offered him
Zach
the
Efron.
Eflin.
3 years, $40 million.
Yeah, 3 years, 40.
For Phillies number 3.
I mean, why for the Rays? Why get Jacob DeGrom when you can make Jacob DeGrom?
hit baseballs.
He's from Orlando. That's why he chose the Rays over us.
So
They
looking,
still can't hit.
so a week in review. Detroit gave Buffalo a game,
That was a really
which
good
was unexpected, but it was really
We had some pretty good Thanksgiving football. Pretty good.
Really good Thanksgiving football.
Cowboys played the
Patriots and Vikings. That game was, I think, better than it should have been. Looking back on it, though, so you said the Pats got hoed, right?
Yeah. Oh, the Pats got shafted.
You know what's
I ain't
crazy?
even watched it,
You know what's crazy? The week before that, on their punt return touchdown, refs
They had the block in the back.
2 blocking the backs.
Yeah, that's blocking the back.
Get one, you lose one. That's how I see
Dick
it.
Karma.
Plus, it's the Patriots. I don't give a shit.
He don't care.
I don't care. I care that games are called fair, but they got handed one. They handed one them.
An eye for an eye.
It is what it is. Dallas, the Cowboys, and the Giants. That was a solid win, right? Like, they didn't struggle.
yeah, it
They
was
didn't
like
struggle,
10
but it wasn't
points.
a blowout.
Like 10 points or something. 10, 15 points. But I mean, the Cowboys should beat the Giants. The Giants are
Yeah.
the fakest, 7-3?
I don't think they're the fakest. I think
I'm saying they're not 7-3 good.
their 7-3 is more serious than
The Jets 6-4.
7-4.
Way more.
7-4.
They 7-4?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Disgusting. Nasty word.
Chargers and Cardinals.
Good game. was a good game.
Is there anything else you want to add?
It's the same thing every week, but I mean,
Do y'all have 6 wins now?
Every time with these guys.
6-5.
So 4 of their wins have all been fourth quarter comebacks.
Yes.
And 3 games have been decided by a pick on the last drive. This team is literally 3 plays. I'd say this team is a total of 10.
I wouldn't say 3 plays
I'd
because
say this
anything
team
could
is
happen
a
after
total.
not
I'd say this
getting
team
the
is a total of 10 plays away from
Being a
either
contender.
2-9 or 9-2. Like that's, and it's really hard to evaluate that when at face value sometimes. But
I feel like if we play at our best, like the 2 games against the Chiefs this season, we've hung with them the entire time, and that's one of the best teams in the league. And then, but then you go and lose 38-10 to Jacksonville the next week.
Yeah,
Like it's just the inconsistency of everything.
it's pretty wild.
Shout out Trevor Lawrence. He's been solid the
Doing
last
pretty
few
good.
weeks.
Yeah, he's worth
Last 3
Patrick
games.
Mahomes,
Oh my
Aaron
God.
Jones, and Joe Mixon.
It's almost like he was the number 1 overall pick. Shit.
Yeah, facts.
And he
He's got to catch up to his height.
We did kind of loft him high though.
Denver and Carolina. Denver is bad, man.
What a barn burner.
I'm not sold that this is Russell Wilson. I feel like Russell Wilson he rubs the locker room the wrong way.
Oh, did you see
Apparently,
that?
Sierra threw him a surprise birthday party, and like half the team showed up.
Half the team showed up.
I mean, he got like
The D tackle chewing him out, the special teams guy.
Yeah.
Like you're a special teams guy chewing out Russell Wilson.
He's probably playing better than him.
I mean, my thing is like, either he was the ultimate system QB, like the
And Pete Carroll's system is just
Ultimate.
It's just the Wilson
ultimate system
machine.
QB.
You mean
Geno
he
Smith
was
just
the
plugs it.
unlimited system?
Mr. Unlimited.
He's so dangerous.
But
No, he's too dangerous. He's too dangerous.
but
I
hey,
mean,
I
or
wanna give
it's like, is Nathaniel Hackett just the worst coach of all time?
He's pretty bad.
Like
He's pretty
evaluating
bad.
this team through, what is it now, 11 games? Have they
Yeah.
had their bye?
Yes,
yeah, they had their bye week 9.
Evaluating this team through 11 games.
This is
If this team averaged 18 points per game,
they are
would
in a contention for one.
They would be 9-2.
They'd be
If they just scored 18 points at least every game,
And it sucks Javonte tore his ACL.
which would be the second
They got a good
worst
O-line.
in the league.
You have a good O-line.
They have a good
good O-line.
everything. They have a good everything.
good wide receivers.
Good defense, top 10 defense.
No, but Russell Wilson is
a top
and Nathan Hackett
a
is
top
ass.
15 quarterback. I'm not ready to call him bottom 15 yet. I mean, where's the discrepancy? Where's the discrepancy?
Head coach.
What's the
Dude,
issue?
Nathaniel Hackett had to hire a game clock manager. He has a guy that monitors the game clock for him. How are you the Broncos?
That's like college stuff.
I remember
Like
when
that's less than college. Well, college coaches usually have a guy that stands by them.
No, I was watching Part of My Take, or listening to Part of My Take. That's where I got that from. And this was like weeks and weeks and weeks ago. So I don't know how true that is. Right?
That is a college thing to do. Though.
Their offensive play calling is worse than ours.
But my thing is like, how are you as a front brass like, we can develop this guy to be a head coach? Russell Wilson's in his 30s.
Your team's right there in front of you.
Exactly. It's
Good
there.
head coach.
It's there.
Good head coach. You're Super Bowl contender.
Super Bowl quarterback, right? Super Bowl caliber defense, Super Bowl caliber O-line, Super Bowl caliber weapons.
Yeah.
As in totality.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like this, like with how
All that,
especially with how the season the Chargers are having right now. If I was the Broncos front office, I would feel like I have pissed away a season.
Oh yeah.
Because you are getting,
you don't even have your pick.
you are getting dogged by the. Well,
You don't have, they got
they
the
don't have their
49ers pick. They don't have their pick. Their pick is in Seattle.
yeah. But my thing
and
is,
it
like,
is
this is the
5.
prime year to jump the Chargers and make a shot at the playoffs because the Chargers are fighting for 500 right now, or fighting right above 500. And you
We're
have,
just-
and you have
yeah.
blew it.
When
You
they-
have Blew it.
Speaking of the Chargers, when we played the Broncos, it was like 19-16 because we won on that field goal.
Yeah, on the
And-
muff punt.
What?
The muff punt. Yeah, y'all recovered.
Oh, yeah.
Put y'all in field goal range.
Yeah.
Man,
Our
if y'all
special teams
lost
have been
that
really
game.
good. I'm not going to lie.
Y'all
But
better not lose this week either. But we'll get into that. Especially with all the shit
We're talking about-
this year.
because the Raiders are ass.
Well,
Clip it.
first of all, just because this won't get talked about by anybody, but shout out to J.J. Jansen, our long snapper. All right. Vote him to your
You're
Pro
right.
Bowls.
Nobody was
Best
ever
long
going to bring
snapper
that
in
up.
the NFL,
But
right?
continue.
Obviously. But I was going to say shout out to him for tying John Casey, our kicker, who was our former very, very kicker on the team for a very long time, for careers games played as a Panther at 221. And hopefully this week, he can't break it this week. Next week he would break it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say something else
Team
about
vet.
the game.
Team vet.
Shout out Brian Burns.
There was in the Chargers Broncos game that ended in a field goal. They had 3 or 4 straight drives where it was run, less than 5 yards, pass, incompletion, punt.
Listen, I don't appreciate that in the Panthers Broncos game that we're talking about right now. It's been all about how the Broncos are bad and not how we're good. Okay?
That's
We're
crazy.
talking about Chargers.
Broncos.
No. But the game we were talking about that brought it up is Panthers Broncos.
I mean, that's how we got on the Broncos.
Only covered the Broncos.
I know.
We haven't
we
got
don't.
to the Panthers side of it. That
Oh.
being said, the Panthers are not good. You're lying to yourself.
No.
The defense is good. Defense is solid.
Thanks.
If it had an edge rusher and
Pat Surtain is
another corner.
DJ Moore's son.
I'm gonna pull the card.
What are you gonna pull?
What elite offense have they played?
Who do they play?
They played.
So hold on, and another thing is we
They're also in the NFC. They're in the NFC South. That's not. They can't do anything about that.
They played the Ravens. Shut down the Ravens.
Hold on. I'm getting there.
The Ravens are inconsistent as well, though.
We nixed Wyatt's trade because of Jacoby Brissett.
What?
Yet
That don't make their whole offense bad. They still got Nick Chubb.
that
We
is
got
true.
Nick
And
Chubb
Kareem
and Amari
Hunt,
Cooper.
But I'm just saying.
I mean, that was a good try. Like I appreciate the effort there. We played the Bills. No, not the
Dude,
Bills.
his name dropped Jacoby Brissett for 3 days in a
We
row.
played the Cardinals,
Elite offense, the Cardinals. 0-2 since
It's a
Call of
good
Duty
offense.
dropped.
49ers,
It's a good offense. 49ers
Buccaneers.
is a solid.
Not this
Weapon
year. Not
offense.
elite. 49ers are sub-elite. I'll
The
give
Bengals.
it
No, the Bengals ran one through us.
The Bengals ran
Joe
the
Mixon
league.
had his legacy game.
Yeah.
the Bengals.
I don't want to talk about that damn game.
We shut down the Ravens
Yeah, I did shut down the Ravens. Something we couldn't do.
and the Broncos. No, I'm just kidding. Their
Yeah,
offense,
the Broncos, right?
their offense is stagnant water.
It's bad.
But anyways, I want to hear you talk about the Panthers.
Almost
I
want
want to hear somebody besides me talk about the Panthers.
Let's not do it.
Brother the beam. No, I don't know what
Brother
to say,
the
man.
Cats.
Like,
We're a game and a half out of first place in the division.
oh my God, I hate that so much. God kill me now if we get a sub 500 team with a home playoff game.
If the Panthers
If there
make
is
the
the
playoffs,
8-9, if there is an 8-9 division winner,
They only let the Bucks score 3 points.
oh, I mean that was Byron Leftwich. I blame that on Byron Leftwich, since we can blame games on coordinators.
They only let the Giants score 19 when they were hot. So
I mean, the Giants didn't have a prolific offense,
and we shut it, and the Ravens scored a touchdown only because Shi Smith fumbled on
they
our.
held the Bills to 21.
Shi
They held the
Smith-
Bills to 21.
Shi Smith fumbled on our side of the field.
The Panthers.
The Panthers haven't played the Bills.
Played them in the preseason.
Dummy.
I went up. So I'm scrolling through the schedule. I'm scrolling
He
through
did the
schedule.
same thing I about did. I about did it.
You know what I'm talking about. I
Yeah.
scrolled up and it just showed the game and it didn't show that it was the preseason until like it was up higher. I didn't read. All right.
Yeah, but the Ravens only scored a touchdown because they were on our side of the
That was real
field.
fucking funny, wasn't it?
It was actually.
But
But we're going to play
Panthers
ourselves.
have a solid defense. Don't
We're going to play ourselves right out of a top 5 pick.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll end up
What's
about
our
8 or
record
9
right now?
again.
What's our record right now?
No, they have the 5 pick. They have the 5 pick.
4 and 7. 4 and 7.
Y'all finish 5-12 again. That's what's gonna happen.
No,
Y'all might get 6-11.
No, we can win these. We can get it to.
You said that like you want to.
I don't want to. We can get it to. We can get 6 or 7 wins with what's remaining. Seahawks, New Orleans,
4 and 8.
Tampa.
I don't think y'all beat Seattle.
This is your bye week.
Falcons.
Y'all should beat New Orleans. I feel like the Falcons beat y'all again. Who else you name?
Tampa.
They play
Y'all probably don't beat Tampa.
Seattle, Steelers, Lions, Bucks,
Steelers,
Saints.
Lions.
Y'all probably beat Steelers and Saints. That's my guess.
You're not beating the Seahawks.
You get a 6 and 11.
You're not stopping.
You don't think we'll beat the
You're not
Lions?
stopping Wino. You're not stopping Wino.
No, I don't think so.
I think we can beat the Lions. I think we
Y'all
can
can
beat
beat the Lions.
You can beat the Steelers.
I think we can beat the Steelers.
You can.
I
'Cause,
think
I mean,
we
like,
can
Y'all
beat-
are y'all
I think we
like
can beat
y'all and the
because, like-
Steelers are the same team.
I think we can beat
y'all
the
and the Steelers are the
Seahawks.
same
Like,
exact.
Jared
team.
Goff doesn't care about your top 10 defense. I promise. I promise. He does not care about your top 10 defense. He's going to shit on it.
And y'all have played good against the Bucks and the Saints.
We're undefeated
Saints
in the division outside of the Atlanta loss.
Saints are really bad.
Hey, but get this. Hear me out. Right? Say they never flag Brian Burns, or they call the fake spike against Cleveland.
We're 10-2.
Hold on. They call the fake spike, right?
Didn't win.
The field goal becomes unmakeable. They don't make it. We win against Cleveland. All right?
5-7.
We have a competent kicker in Atlanta.
You should have won that game anyways, but
Yeah, 6-6.
6-6.
We're winning the division right now.
And Matt Rhule is still your head coach.
No. I mean, if we want to throw that into the factor, if Steve Wilkes had the whole year to work with,
But Matt Rhule started the season.
I
Y'all
agree.
win week 1 in Cleveland.
Yeah, I agree.
Matt Rhule still has a job.
I mean, that's probably likely.
Yeah. Matt Rhule definitely still has a job.
And then where are you at? Square one.
Exactly. Because y'all don't win. I don't know.
What game you jumping?
I don't know.
They ain't
Y'all
beat.
schedule
They
kinda
ain't
blank.
beat many now. What these 4 games for you to pick through?
Y'all schedule kind of blanked. Whenever I said
The
that.
3 wins we have are against the division.
Falcons.
All 1 win against the
Broncos.
division and Broncos.
Falcons, Broncos, Bucks, and Saints.
I don't know. But Falcons, Commanders. Commanders are hot.
They
Are hot
Hotter than
right now.
Greece.
All 4 teams in the NFC East are in the playoffs.
What the fuck?
come for that.
Commanders are 7-5.
Just kidding.
The Commanders are 7-5 and
Going into
the
this season, I did not.
They're on like a 4 or
expect-
5 game win streak.
You said what?
There's
They're on a 4 or 5 game win
7-1.
Us?
No.
Oh, them?
Commanders.
It's like 7.
It's like 6 out of their last 7 or 7 out of their last 8 or something like that. Yeah, it's nuts.
dummy hot.
It's nuts.
Taylor Himmicky.
Facts. Nolan, if they win this week against...
I wanted Sam Howell to get that shot.
If they win this week against the Giants, we need a Rolling with Nolan segment.
I wanted Sam Howell to get that shot, but
I should do one anyways, but
I mean, not on the
we
fly.
just talked about it. You can't now.
Yeah, not on the fly.
oh yeah, I'm just saying like get one anyways.
Houston at Miami needed that to happen. That's what should have happened.
God bless. I want Kyle Allen banned. Go back to being an accountant.
Dude, that was terrible. That was bad.
They had 30 by the time you blinked.
Okay, we had 30 at halftime.
It's 30-0 at
That was
halftime.
bad. That was
2
bad.
defensive TDs, right?
Oh, basically. I wish, but no.
Oh, so it wasn't offense.
Well, 2 also had like 300 passing yards by the time
In the
it came
first
out
half.
in the third.
On the
He had 299 in the first half.
He's left-handed.
I'm glad that's the only gripe.
That's the only guy I can give right now.
But
Until
do
they,
hate
until,
a
until they
left-handed
start
quarterback.
losing games, like this is the only guy I got.
Like if my right
Cincinnati-
tackle had to be my best lineman,
I mean, Teron Armstead plays left tackle still.
yeah. But usually, never mind.
I know what you're saying. The Bengals do not care about how good Tennessee thinks they are.
Joe Shiesty.
Joey Burr. Horrible nickname. I hate that nickname. But Jets and Bears, Mike effing White.
Mike
bro.
effing White.
He was spinning it.
Mike effing White. He was like 20 of 25.
Oh yeah,
Like,
about to play his way
Dude, I
into a
saw
job
it.
in Charlotte.
that's what I'm saying.
I saw a graphic that him and Patrick Mahomes are the only players in NFL history with like 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. in
He's
four
about to
starts or
Teddy
some
Bridgewater his way to Carolina.
Patrick Mahomes is also averaging 326 passing yards per game this
shit.
year.
Yeah. in case you wanted our MVP pick here at NPS.
That's fucking insane. 326 in a 17-game season. That's like 5,600 yards.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
It's really ridiculous.
Oh, that reminded me. So, I hate Nick Wright, right? I don't like Nick Wright. I think he's retarded.
Nick Wright is terrible.
He's terrible. But he showed a graphic today that
That
the
actually
last
doesn't break
6
the
weeks.
passing yard record. It is 2 yards shy of breaking Peyton Manning's 55-43.
So, the last 6 weeks, who was it? It was Josh Allen, and I think it was Davis Mills, who just got benched for Kyle Allen, right? They have nearly identical stat lines for the last 6 weeks. They got a 7 to 6 pick touchdown to pick ratio. Saying they had both were throwing like 60-something%, like low 60% completion percentage. There's something else, and then like similar number passing yards per game.
Timmy, do you hear this?
Oh, yeah, I hear.
Like the last 6 weeks, half the season. So
I'm gonna need you to throw that into the group chat, Nolan. I need you to find it.
I can go find it. It's on. I saw it on TikTok. It was on Nick Wright's TikTok.
Like, go do that now.
By the way, why does Nick Wright look like Cat Williams? What's up? with
Oh, speaking of looking like,
Because he's got fake hair.
that? Still, but
Mike
like,
McDaniels does look like if Sean O'Malley was educated.
Mike McDaniel.
Have you pulled up a side-by-side to know what I'm talking about?
Bro,
Do you know what Sean O'Malley is?
Sean O'Malley is. We know. We get it.
Hold on, you pull up a picture of Mike McDaniel, right? I'll pull you up one of Sean.
Sean O'Malley doesn't wear glasses, though.
If he did.
You better hope these dudes are twins, cause you've been on this train for a week.
here's him when he was on
Tampa Bay and Cleveland. Cleveland won it in overtime. Ravens and Jaguars. I feel like the Ravens are in the same boat the Chargers are in.
I got that one.
I feel like the Ravens.
His hair, he grew his hair out when he was in San Fran. It was like this weird bushel thing. I was like, I didn't even recognize him.
He's on camera a lot more.
Yeah, he said, cut it back, slick it back.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Tweaking.
Bro, his nose is twice the size of Mike's.
Yeah, bro, you are tweaking.
Well, he's also got his nose punched a few times.
Can you
are
find a better
tweaking,
picture
man.
than that?
Yeah. Like this
Like this
Sean
is
O'Malley,
GQ. This is GQ Mike.
Yeah. Mike Messiah. Mike.
Hold on.
Hold on now.
Hold on.
Like, bro.
Hold on, I just got an X. Paul James.
Mike McDaniel, Brian
I
Dable,
have
coach
3
of the year.
tickets to the championship game against Clemson this Saturday. Really good seats. Not going to be able to use them. Any interest? I'm going to the ACC championship?
Is it who's playing Clemson?
Carolina.
How is it not NC State?
Because they're on the same side of the. They're in the Atlantic
my
together.
God.
Oh, that makes sense. 3 tickets this Saturday.
Well, Colby would be one of the 3 is the problem.
Sorry about it, Nolan. You got work.
Sorry about it.
You don't get to watch Drake. We're going to Bank of America.
Is it really in the BOA?
Yeah. That's where it's played.
How much are the tickets?
They would be free, Sid.
That's the point.
Yeah. Do I
Missed
want
out on
3
that.
tickets?
We're going to Charlotte! Timo. Dude said, how much
I said I got offered tickets.
How much are those free tickets there?
Look, bro, I didn't know they were free.
Yeah.
Hey, rapid fire.
What time
Brian
is the
Dable,
game?
Mike McDaniel, coach of the year. Go.
Huh?
Rapid fire. Brian Dable, Mike McDaniel, coach of the year. Go.
Brian Davis fell off the train, man. Give me Mike McDaniel.
What do you mean he fell off the train?
But it really is Nick Sirianni.
He lost to
right now.
It would be Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni's 10-1.
Did they do it NFC, AFC, or not?
No,
Just
it's
coach
just
of the year.
I feel like if
They're all deserving.
I feel like if
if we're
Mike
being honest,
McDaniel and Nick Sirianni end up with the same record, it's Mike McDaniel's.
McDaniels?
I feel like
McDaniels?
I said it's Mike McDaniel's, like as an award.
Oh, okay.
It's Mike McDaniel's
the possessive
award.
one. All right, got
Yeah,
it.
there you go. Hey, catch up.
Attaboy.
You know, if Brian Daboll,
We all went to Karen Jackson, all right?
if Brian, he was in that lower echelon. If Brian Daboll goes like 3 or 4 games over, like if Brian Daboll goes 11-5 in a playoff berth,
5, but I mean, pulling the Giants at 7-4 now. Are they 7? They're 7-4 now.
Sid, I'm just saying, Kobe said, I'd love to, but I can't. But
What time is the game?
well, hold on. I have to check. We'll
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We got 18 minutes, fellas. So,
Okay.
Raiders at Seahawks. Josh Jacobs is him. 303 scrimmage yards, 86-yard touchdown run for the win.
He's gonna have
in
a day.
overtime.
But the rest of the team is ass, except for Devontae Adams.
New Orleans at San Fran. See, that's my thing. That like the San Fran is wishy-washy as always. I feel like they play to their opponents. I think that's what they do. So like, if you're a bad team like the Saints, they're only gonna beat you by 13 points, but it's gonna be 13-0.
But they didn't let any up.
That's my point. But like if you're the Panthers, they're gonna blow you out. If they're who did they just play with the other week? They played with somebody the other week.
Who? Who we talking about?
The Niners.
Niners.
They had a game with somebody the other week.
You're talking about like
Niners played the was it Niners and
I mean, they beat us, and then they dogged the Cardinals.
Yes, they did dog the Cardinals.
Dogged the Cardinals, and then
It was y'all. You're
talking about
They had a good game with y'all. They played to their opponent, I think. So that means if they play to us, final score is going to be
a bit of a stray.
It's going to be like a stress the whole game.
It's gonna be a stressful, like 21-15.
What did I put in another group chat? 23-16.
23-16.
I think I put 23-16.
so it was one score.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 20. I think 23-16 Dolphins. Anyway.
Don't get upset with that white boy. Toting the pail.
Rams at
We
Chiefs.
get to see twins playing against each other. That's insane. That's a great
Jimmy
game.
G by air versus Jimmy G by ground. Sickest episode of Avatar in 2022.
Phillip Rivers 2.0.
Now you left-handed.
A game and a half out of the worst division in
Left-handed
football.
minorities.
I don't care. Anyway,
Listen, last year that was the NFC East, and now it's the best division. So what you got to say?
Yeah.
it's definitely the NFC East.
The NFC East last year was the worst division in football.
So you're saying next year y'all's division is going to be the best?
I'm just saying how the records are going.
I'm not saying what I'm just saying.
No, but Green Bay at Philly.
Hashtag claws out. Like,
we don't know how healthy Aaron Rodgers is going to be. He's playing with a broken thumb, had a
injury?
rib injury,
And-
and is dealing with an oblique injury. And he's still talking about finishing out the year until they're mathematically eliminated. So we might get to see some Jordan Love time this season because the Packers do not look good right now. Pittsburgh at Indianapolis. Pittsburgh took care of business. So, all right. Buy, sell, Wopal.
My buy for the week is Christmas music, just because I'm a Christmas music guy.
I'm a Christmas guy. I'm not a Christmas music guy. I won't go out of my way to listen to Christmas.
I don't, but I listen to
seems
country
like
Christmas
seems
music.
like
I know you're
dick
not
riding
country
a
music
little
guys.
bit.
But I also don't hate Christmas music. It's like if I hear Christmas music like in the mall,
I'm like-
in the store.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
you don't like bother you.
yeah.
It's
like-
December, like that time of the year. Like if I hear
So
Mariah Carey,
I'm
like,
buying. It's in the music vein, Timo. So I'm buying
Metro Boomin.
2000s music videos.
Okay, that explains earlier.
Yeah, no. I'll explain earlier after this. 2000s music videos, like that whole era of music videos, top tier. Like, don't get me wrong, it's sick to see people whipping Hellcats in circles. It's amazing.
I just want to rock.
Bada yada ya.
Oh my goodness.
That video is
yeah,
fire.
man, like those music videos are just, like, especially on songs like that have meaning. Those music videos are sick. Like, just, I don't know. Some of them are hilarious.
Stan video.
Yeah, that was.
Just talking about specifics.
I mean, not really talking about specific. Oh yeah, I'm just talking about as a like
Yeah,
any
like, as
genre
a group,
too. Any
as a
genre
group.
too, not just rap or rock or country or whatever, but like all music videos used to have like a direction, which I thought was dope.
They're part of the
Nolan,
story.
buy, sell.
I'm going to sell Emmanuel Akko until he shuts the hell up. like any other topic, I listen to him. He makes a lot of sense, and I respect his opinion. But when it comes to this,
Why did he just choose the narrative of just hating Justin Herbert for?
yeah,
Well, because he's been a Tua fan this whole time, and now he's got leverage. And I've explained this to Nolan.
he goes out of his way. He goes out of his way.
I've explained this to you.
Yes, Chargers fans gave y'all shit for skipping on the better quarterback.
Way out of their way.
Yes, because you skipped on the better quarterback.
I mean, he's not playing like it this season.
He doesn't have 2 years of
We
being
don't have
an elite
enough time
quarterback.
for y'all to get into this,
Saying,
fellas.
brother. I'm just saying. All right, Timmy, you got a willpower?
No willpower this week for me.
No willpower. I got a nice one. Comes from my boy Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin just.
Yeah.
No,
No, Timmy. This is a different.
wanted to kill each other.
Listen.
Fourth quarter, we get a lead.
Oh my goodness, the connection. Siri, nobody is talking to you.
Wow.
He said, man, the fourth quarter, we get a lead. It's just about pounding people into submission. I'm like, man, dude, I'm telling you, man. When I listen to this boy talk about running the football like that, it just makes me want to go in the bathroom and spend some time by myself.
Michael.
So much, those young days.
He's talking about.
I think the worst willpower.
He's talking about Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah.
When you talk about running that football like that, it just get me bothered.
Go ahead, Timmy. I think I might have one more like an all-time willpower.
I think our worst willpower all time is probably the Terry Bradshaw.
Oh,
Where he was like, he'd probably just kill himself. If he was like, God bless Terry.
God, man.
We need a compilation of like
I sent it
all-time
to y'all
willpows.
somewhere. I think I sent it to y'all somewhere. It might have been on Twitter.
Like, Terry, Jesus.
I'm trying to find it.
Keep it rolling. Go ahead and get into this week's games while
I
you're.
got you.
That or hand it to me while you're looking.
Buffalo and New England should be kicking off soon. It is
They're
Thursday
kicked
night.
off. They're kicked off.
Oh yeah, it's 8:20.
I got money on tonight. Do not let me down.
You got money on tonight?
I got money on tonight.
With who?
Him and
I got
Underdog.
2 Patriots bets.
Oh, I didn't know you were on underdog tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got Ronnie Ramondre Stevenson to have 36 receiving yards, and then Hunter Henry to have 3 receptions.
Might work.
I feel like those are pretty good.
Miami at San Fran. We start this little West Coast stretch. We go to San Fran, then LA Chargers, and then we go back across the country to Buffalo, and then I think we go to Green Bay.
Y'all gonna be killing American Airlines.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We have like a bunch of. No. Green Bay might be at home, and then we go.
One of those games got to be at home.
We go to. No, we had a lot of home games in the first half. We go to the Jets.
Brother, the sun.
No. The Jets is at home. The Jets is at home. At Bills. At Pats.
They said, "Oh,
I don't know about
we had to
Packers.
sweat to death. Y'all about to freeze."
Yeah.
Brr.
Tua needs to be the cold weather.
Freeze
allegations,
them
I guess.
fish.
That's what everybody. That's what Twitter's on right now.
Hashtag freeze the fish.
Yeah, his cold weather allegations. But just go in there, put up a fight. At least win or lose, definitely need to win. We got to be able to beat this team potentially in January. Beat them now.
We already beat them once.
1-score game. Titans and Eagles, man. I mean, that should be a good game. Should be a defensive battle, but we will see. Green Bay, Chicago, starting quarterbacks up in the air. If they go with the backups,
Give me Jordan Love.
Jordan Love didn't look bad at all.
He
in
didn't
the
look
couple
bad.
drives he got.
I mean, okay, to
It's
be
weird
fair,
because-
most of his yards was on that Christian Watson touchdown where he just outran everybody.
no,
but
I mean,
but even on the ones he threw, some
oh
they
yeah,
got
no,
dropped.
and
too.
he's got some ass behind his throws. That
There
was
you
a
go.
bullet that he threw to the end zone.
Whoa, pal.
whoa, pal.
I said what I said.
What? Jaguars and Lions. I don't even know, man. I don't even know what to expect. I don't know what to expect out of this game.
What did I write down?
Jaguars.
You
Jaguars.
want Jaguars.
The way the Jaguars offense is rolling is Jaguars.
But the Jaguars have shown to be very inconsistent.
Detroit put 27 on the Dolphins, and they keep up with other offenses in the
But
league.
then there's games like
So we
They
just
just had a game. They just had a really good game with the Bills on Thanksgiving.
but it's like the game when they played the Patriots and they lose 29-0.
Jaguars just shocked the Ravens.
Yeah, and beat the Chargers
Everybody
40-13,
shocks the Ravens.
but have also lost to the Colts.
They've lost 5 games at 10-point comebacks.
Well,
Or
they
at
lost
least like 7. I think it was. I think it was like at least 7 points.
It's 5.
That's what I said.
I'm saying 5 games. Browns and Texans. So we can go off on a little tangent here.
Roger Goodell saw this and said,
So
Oh, we can talk about this. Yeah, we got a little bit of
ratings.
time.
We got a tad bit of time. So let me get all the facts laid out in front of me so we don't miss anything. So Deshaun Watson, as everybody knows, is making his first start. Since everything that happened.
My thing, why are you talking about? Okay, so Deshaun Watson, yeah, he's making his first start this weekend, and it's coincidentally against the Texans.
"Yeah, that wasn't set up."
I mean, and who issues an 11-game suspension?
Yeah, like
That
what a
was
weird
obviously
number.
for ratings.
10,
So it was an
15,
8-game suspension
And they said,
because it's
"Ooh."
half a season.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
if we're doing it like that, like Tom Brady sat out 4 games, a quarter of a season for deflating football.
Heads is 4. Well, some
Six.
peds. Some peds.
Heads is
6 for
8.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, some peds.
But that's my
like
thing. It's an obvious
8
quarter.
game.
It's obvious. It goes by quarter. Yeah, 4, 8, 12, 16 is a full season, quote unquote. But it's like
You just pulled 11 out of a hat.
Yeah,
yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they
like
just got a dartboard. They got a dartboard with numbers. They got a
Like-
dartboard with numbers. They said,
But
no, it
my
was
thing is
obviously set
what's
up.
weird is all the
obviously set up.
girls, the women,
10 of them.
are
So
10 of them are
I'm
going
not-
to the game.
I'm not here to. I think that's just
But
a
just-
power play by Busby. I think that's what that is. Like,
If I'm a
and
victim,
I'm not there here nor there on that. Right. The thing is,
But-
that
You accuse this man.
he was acquitted in the court of law of any
Legally
criminal
innocent.
activity.
He's legally innocent.
Right? Innocent, yes, of criminal activity.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find.
my thing is if I'm a woman, right, and I had something so traumatic
Yeah.
like this happen to me, and if it actually happened to me,
If I was assaulted,
why would I
like
want to
just
go
said.
to his game and watch him play?
Yeah.
My thing with that is you kind of got a point. At the same time, I don't want to victim shame because we truly don't know, right? Like we will never truly know unless
Like,
you know
what
Deshaun
what
Watson like
really-
on his deathbed's like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
But it's like,
OJ should do that.
oh Jesus. But it's like they're not standing outside with picket fences
They're not
like
protesting him.
shaming him. They're not front row with signs shaming him. They're in sweet boxes with Tony. But then again, that's Tony Busby. He probably extended an invitation, which in my opinion, I mean, because them girls did not hit up Busby like, I want to go to his first game in Houston.
Yeah.
There's no way, right?
Tony was like, I got
So
this.
Tony would probably extended that invitation, which to me is grimy, is dirty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, that we're like almost a year, August 1st. That's how far removed we are from the final rulings of everything by the NFLPA.
Like,
I'm trying to find the
it
actual.
just doesn't make any sense.
I'm trying to find the actual, like settlements and da 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 da.
But then again, this whole situation is just
So one of my things,
cluster.
we're good, Timo. We got a few minutes. So my thing is that if I'm Deshaun Watson, I am not settling those cases.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
Like, I'm
doing it.
proving that I didn't.
Yeah, if I'm innocent, we're gonna fight this as far as you want to go. I've got $111 million guaranteed from the Texans before I signed the Browns contract.
Yeah.
And he didn't settle till after he signed the Browns contract. I've got $340 million guaranteed in my career. I don't need to play anymore. And my pride
ruined my whole reputation.
My pride as a man for the rest of my days would be proving that I didn't do it.
Yeah, that I didn't do this.
Because, I mean, $340 million, even if we just took the Browns contract $111 million, you've already made that in your career. You couldn't live off that the rest of your life, even if it destroyed your NFL career, to push it far enough and sit out all that time? Because my thing is like, dude, if I was accused of something like this and I'm like time and time again, I didn't do it, I'm not settling. That's what's fishy for me. That's what, that's where I'm at with that. He reached settlements with 23 of the 24 women over the course of several months.
Who's the other one?
With 2 lawsuits now open. There are 2 lawsuits still open.
What's the point?
Oh, okay. One of the new lawsuits is against the Texans because allegedly they turned a blind eye to his actions.
That makes sense.
So
if he did it,
my thing is that I'm more than ecstatic at the fact that the Dolphins did not trade for this man. And that's not a dig on his character or whatever. You know, that's not for me to decide. I'm not gonna do that because.
But you'd also be sitting with a quarterback for 11 games and all that.
You said what?
You'd also be down your starting quarterback and all that.
Well, I had faith in Tua. That's why I didn't want Deshaun Watson, not for $230 million guaranteed. And
that was a stupid
guarantee.
And not the guarantee that he's going to return to his top 5 form when he comes back. But I am curious to see what happens. But
I think that might be the most viewed game this week.
No.
It's because people it probably
it's in a 1 o'clock slot. No, I'm going to be watching Dolphins.
You're going to be watching. Is it at 1? I thought it was at 4.
No, it's
okay.
But it is at 4. It is at 4.
Okay. I thought it was at 4.
I am going to watch Browns Texans.
That's what Goodell wants. He wants everybody to watch Browns Texans.
Yeah. I don't like Goodell.
You felt like you do his ploy.
I don't like Goodell, man.
Nobody likes Goodell.
Jets and Vikings. Vikings got to keep rolling. They got to prove they can beat teams.
It's not Zach Wilson's fault.
Like they can. What?
Talking about because he was like, do you think you love the defense? No.
Oh my god, dude, that kid needs a
Mike effing White.
Yeah, Mike effing White. Steelers Falcons. Man, the Falcons are wishy-washy to me. They're like the anti-Chargers. They're like the opposite of the Chargers. They win games they shouldn't and lose games they should. If that makes sense. Like, lose games they should win games they shouldn't. That's how I see it. They're like the opposite of the Chargers. They're like the NFC Chargers. And that's not a dig. No. I'm just comparing their seasons. Broncos and Ravens. The Ravens got to blow this team out, man. They're shaky right now. Lamar Jackson has been kind of shaky after a blazing start.
Did he get cleared for his injury? Because I heard that he got injured at practice.
Yeah, he's fine, bro.
Okay.
It was like just a rest day.
I say all I saw was the notification that said that
Commanders and Giants. I feel like that's going to be a really good game. I might have to tune into that at some point. Just depends on what time it's being played because that's got big playoff implications.
Yeah.
Seahawks should blow out the Rams. Chargers should blow out the Vikings, Raiders. Chiefs and Bengals.
Don't say that. It's
Chiefs
a
and Bengals. Maybe that's a good game. Joe Mixon should be back. But Joe Mixon is not back. That's going to be a massacre.
With what Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs is going to do to us, it's going to be like a 30-30.
I got Josh Jacobs in my other fantasy league. Colts and Cowboys. Cowboys should clean house. Saints and Buccaneers. Dear God, let the Buccaneers win so we don't get a negative in the playoffs. All right, so that's a rundown of the week. I have Baltimore and Seattle locked with Giants getting the upset over the Commanders because both my counterparts went Commanders. Timmy's got the lock of Cleveland over Houston and Dallas over Indianapolis with the upset of New England over Buffalo tonight. Timmy, you got to take us out, bud. Got about 30 seconds.
Well, fellas, we appreciate you all tuning in for another week of football. And with that, Merry Christmas and peace!